Code Academy is pretty cool. I've been using this for maybe a month now and just going through their lessons. It's been a while since I've programmed. I used to be pretty good at it, just haven't really spent much time in it. I thought I'd really like to relearn what I used to know. So I am coming from a background of I know kind of what I'm doing, but if you look at this code, it's going to be ugly. I just want to show you, it's kind of neat. So Code Academy has little breakups, like little modules you can go through, and sometimes they're like 3 minutes, sometimes they're 10 minutes, or whatever. This one took me quite a while. I had to do some research on it because I'm blowing through this rather fast, and I forget sometimes the syntax. But and some of my old timing syntax comes back in. Anyway, it was kind of interesting. They said, hey, we're going to take a list, and let me scroll back to the top so you can see the list. They took a messy list, some sales data, and they said, parse it all out. So they give you step-by-step instructions, or not instructions, instructions, but not the how-to, right? So, hey, take this list and start making it look good. So what I did was simply walk through it on the side and use my noggin and use the internet some to say, hey, how do I do that again? And go back through. So what I like to do when I do programming, at least from days way gone, and I do this now because it's just something that I used to do, is every time I hit a step, I do some sort of print so that I can see what's going on, even if it looks messy. So you see right here, there's this print 1, print 2, print 3. Anyway, as I went through each of the pieces, you could see eventually that there's print 1, right? So that's just the raw data above, and this is me starting to parse it out. And then there's another, there it is, print 2. So parsing out more data. There was some tricky parts in there, like take an array or a list that's just one-dimensional, but in some places that's 2 dimensions, and reformat it down to 1 dimension. Not terrible, but I was using the wrong words because I'm just, again, using language from years ago and not today's language. So once I got the vernacular correct, I could look things up so much easier. Anyway, so one of the things, you look at that messy data, one of the things they had you doing is just simply parsing it out. And they did the messy data on purpose so you'd have everything to do. But again, it was pretty neat and fun. And yes, I am doing this for entertainment and fun. I do not program right now, and there's no reason for me to do it, except I find it interesting. And I got several kids doing programming. Evie's in Python right now. Levi and Evan are at UGA doing computer science, and it just, some nostalgia. Anyway, so yeah, this is what this nerd does for fun. I sit and do some fake programming. But anyway, you can see right here, so it's getting parsed out. Interesting one right there. So you got, dollar figure, but it's a string. Then you have to convert it down into actual floating decimals so you can do some math with it. So do some basic math. It worked. I know I should have fixed that right there, but I didn't. So it's a number in money that doesn't exist. The next thing was to break it apart with all the colors, and some of these were smashed together. So it said like you printed, or their thread was white and blue. So you had to pull that apart. Anyway, coming down to the very bottom, it says, hey, do a little phrase. And I love this. It's Python. I guess I must have done it so long ago that some of these, the elegant pieces weren't there. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it was something ahead of Python. Maybe it was C+ that I'm remembering. But I just love the elegance of what you can do right here. So, you could stick so much into a certain sentence. Now, if you don't know what that sentence means, then it can be quite confusing. But, it's just fantastic. So they've got this phrase, and it says, hey, we sold this many of that thread, right? And so I was like, this is my phrase, and I want you to format it in a function that I wrote, and then print it. Like, I bet you, actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to see if I can actually take this and put it in the print option rather than print format. So could I do... Let's do this. I'm going to comment this guy out. Boop. And boop. And I'm going to... Because I didn't need to do it. Whoops, shoot. Didn't need to do it like that. But I want to take this. I'm pretty sure I can do this. Yep, I love it. So, take out an entire line of code with that. So I probably could... Well, I could probably do a lot more making it sexy. But... that wasn't the point. The point was just to brute force it. So if you're looking to learn a computer language, Code Academy is pretty dang good. I've enjoyed it so far. I did pay for it. If you really want to do something right and you want to do it at all, pay, because then it'll make you do it. If it's free, you just won't use it because you're like, it's free, whatever. This is good stuff. Let's see how far along I am. I'm going to hit next on this guy. Get a code review. It's going to tell me your code is slappy. This is pretty interesting. I don't think I've done this part yet. Or if I did, it was a while ago. Maybe it's been 2 months since I've been doing this. As I get older, I lose track of time. Let's see. I'm going to pause you while it's coming up. Oh, and there it came, right as I paused you. So, let's see, readability. Yeah, I could have changed a few things. Now, a lot of things I could have changed. Anyway, all right, let's see what the next is. Oh, so I'm almost there. So I've got very close to the end. There's probably a test that's about to happen. And they do test you on this stuff, and sometimes I take too long between, or I do each module in steps, and so Monday to Friday, maybe the test is on Friday, and I've forgotten kind of the formatting that they used on Monday because, they just move you on. Let's see what it's got here. Yep, a test. So this is kind of what it looks like when you get to a basic module. So this one says, hey, it's 5 minutes. Oh, wait. Is this back to the beginning? I think it did just take me back to the beginning. So I guess maybe I completed it. Anyway, if you're looking for a way to learn code or to practice or anything, this Code Academy has been great. Love it.